Hey guys, my name is Amy and I am another member of ACI's CAST team. So for this lesson, we are learning about cryptology in forensics. Now, before we can understand what cryptography is, let's get some information about forensics. So, what is forensics? It's kind of like detective work. You may be wondering, how could cryptography be related to the police? Well, it uses scientific evidence in order to help the law. Here's an example. Like I said before, forensics is like detective work. So if a detective or a forensic scientist were to be at a crime scene, they would use many different methods to analyze any evidence that is left at the scene to help solve what has happened. Okay, moving on to cryptography. Cryptography is the study of not only making, but also breaking ciphers. A cipher is a secret way of writing, and it can use a set of letters or symbols to help represent a message. Since only the people with the cipher can decipher or decrypt the message, it can be considered secret. You can use many special programs or hardware, or even a cipher disk, which you guys are going to make later, to make secret messages. Now, here are some definitions that you might need to know. So, encryption is the process of making a message turn into a seemingly random string of letters, while decryption is the reverse. Decryption is when you convert the random string of letters back into the original so that you can find the secret message. Some other methods of encrypting involve codes. Codes are symbols that can be used to substitute meanings or words, just like in the picture on this slide. Some other examples could be using a paw to represent an animal, goggles to represent science, or a notepad to represent a detective. Okay, now let's get started with cipher wheels. Cipher wheels are used to make secret messages. As you can see from this picture on this slide, the inner letters correspond with the outer letters. So, if the encrypted message started with an A, the real message would actually start with a G. Here's some more information about cipher wheels. To encrypt a message with a cipher wheel, first find the letter from your message in the inner wheel, and then find the matching letter in the outer wheel. You're going to write that down, and then you're going to repeat for the rest of the letters. To decrypt a message with a cipher wheel, you're going to find the first letter of the secret message in the outer wheel, and then match it with the letter in the inner wheel. You're going to write it down again and also repeat that process until you get your actual message. Okay, so we learned a lot today in a very short amount of time. So here is a summary of what I think is the most important points from today's lesson. So, forensics is the study of using scientific evidence in order to help the law. Cryptography is the study of making and breaking ciphers. A cipher is a secret way of writing. You can use symbols or letters to represent a message. Encryption is when you code your message, while decryption is the reverse, where you convert it back to its original. Cipher wheels are used to make secret messages, and the inner letters correspond with the outer letters in a cipher wheel. So, have a great one, and let's see how you do on the quiz and the activity.